Hello there guys and welcome back to Reborn with Michael. Today I'm talking about the fact that I affirmed 10,000 times and I discovered this simple truth, and interesting, wonderful miracles do happen when you learn this. So if you are into simplified spirituality, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. So I was affirming 10,000 times and I've done it all my life. I affirmed till I was blue in the face. I've affirmed wealth, health, harmony. I've affirmed these things and I was doing them over and over and over again. And guess what happened, guys? Absolutely nothing. And I'm going to tell you why, and I'm going to tell you what you should do. Now, first of all, it doesn't matter whether you're affirming, it doesn't matter whether you're visualizing, it doesn't matter whether you are praying. It only matters what you assume and believe to be true. It is the assumption of what you do. I've done it with people on healings, money, all things. If you expect something, if you assume that it will work. So the fact of the matter is at the time when I was affirming till I was blue in the face, I was stricken with fear. Had absolutely fear was just washing over me. I couldn't get over it. I was so steeped in my problems that it didn't matter what I said. You see, the fact of the matter is I could not get these affirmations to work because the counter energy of those affirmations was so intense. You see, at the end of the day, affirmations do not work until you let go of the fear. Visualization does not work until you let go of your fear. Your base belief system is what is going to actually create for you. Let's think about that. I could affirm so much, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, I'm a millionaire, but every time I go to pay for something, I'm scared. Every time that I talk about money, I get in an argument. Every time that I do this, I do that, do this, do that. We get in so much fear because we are basically sometimes affirming so much wealth that we actually feel less wealthy. I've known many people who have affirmed they're good and got worse in their life. You see, you'll see that someone who doesn't even know about manifestation, who happens to be sort of getting everything easy in life. It's because they have a deep-rooted assumption that things work out for them. They have a deep-rooted assumption because the laws of mind, or the divine mind, or whatever you want to call it, the law of assumption is no respecter of an individual man or person. It only respects your energy. Your energy, which is the most creative thing. So I've always found that you have to come to balance. Now, Neville Goddard, Joseph Murphy and all these great teachers would talk about it as the state akin to sleep. Why is that? It's when there's no resistance in the body, there's no physical or energetic resistance in the body denying the good that you're affirming. What happens when you affirm, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy, I'm wealthy? It doesn't actually create wealth for you, because it cannot go past the brainstem if you are in the energy that is opposed to that. Joe Dispenza talks about this all the time. It cannot leave this part of the brain and go into the body knowledge. You see, I talk about it as brain knowledge and heart knowledge. A lot of people know how all the teachings on how to manifest. They know what to do, but they don't put it into their body. They don't make it a part of their life. You see, when I made letting go, surrendering my fears and giving it over to God, and only working on connecting to God in that way, that's when the affirmation started to work. That's when I affirmed success, when I affirmed peace and harmony, that is exactly what I received. Because God says in the Bible, he says, if you ask for bread, I will not give you a stone. But what we tend to do is we affirm wealth, and then we look at what's happening outside of ourselves and we have a load of fear and reactiveness, and it counteracts the good. You see, it doesn't matter what you affirm, or if you meditate and you do a beautiful meditation every day, if you're just going to keep hitting that wall, you keep hitting that wall that says, I'm scared, I'm not wealthy, there's not enough going on here for me, I don't have enough money, or you arguing with your wife about spending, or your husband. You must start to align to wealth, and that's the only thing, it's our only job. So affirmations are used for aligning purposes and also for centering purposes rather than getting anything. You see, so the affirmations that you're talking about, the affirmations that you need, they can work very quickly. You see, I'll tell you how I actually manifested £10,000 in 1 week by using letting go and affirmations. You see, I noticed and I was feeling tension of lack and limitation. I was feeling worried and concerned. So I would have all this tension in there. Correct? Yes. So it didn't matter. I was getting blocks, I was getting impediments, I was getting setbacks because my energy was in fear. That's why. So I just spent half an hour letting go. Now I've been working on letting go for a long time. So I suggest you take up to 6 to 12 weeks to work on letting go before you're going to start to see the expression of it. But I was letting go for half an hour and I felt this release. I felt this release. Once the release came, then I affirmed, God is the true source of my supply and He's multiplying my good exceedingly now. There is more than enough and all my needs are met. And that week turned out to be the best week I had in a little while. So I was very pleased, you see. So because it was good and very good. I'd affirmed it, I claimed it. But the truth was I'd worked on getting back to my centered point. You could affirm 20 million times. If you're in fear, you're not going to see anything happen, okay? If you affirm 10,000 times, good for you. But I recommend that what you do is you work with your energy, then you only need to affirm for maybe 2 to 3 minutes, claiming it boldly, knowingly and expectingly, and you will get it. I don't think you need to affirm for hours on end. You do not need to meditate for hours on end. You need to make it a lifestyle. You need to take it from head knowledge to heart knowledge. Then you will see the divine truths. I hope you found this video helpful, guys. If you did, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. I'm also looking for 3 people looking to change their lives this year. I actually only have a couple of spaces left in this month, can you believe it? Which is wonderful. So if that is you, please reach out. You can do that because it's linked in the description, or you can go to my profile and it's linked there, or go to rebornwithmichael.com. I've been Michael Watson. This is how you can change your life. I hope you found this video helpful. I'm going to see you at the next one.